it again. Got him watching my drip, guess I'm setting the trend. That pay, that chicken, I'm gone. I'm post what I do, cause these niggas be gone. See these diamonds, they hitting these VVS. I got a championship, I got that body on.
Welcome back to GGTV. You know, you gotta subscribe to me. You gotta like and you gotta comment to this video. You feel me? You got to. Like, welcome back. Whose channel isn't better than mine, you know? But we're getting into this story time about the first time that I had sex. You know, the first time I did the deed, the first time that I let a nigga smash these cheeks, the first time that I had sex, you know, with a guy. But you know, we gonna get into the story time. We gonna be lit with it. We gonna keep it nice and juicy for y'all. You know, we gonna do this like Queen Bee, you feel me? But yeah, we gonna get into the story time. So if you don't got, you know, a little cover with you, you know, it is about cold as shit in Michigan. So, you know, you got, if you a Michigan follower, this cold where you at, you know, you grab a nice little cover with you. If you need something to drink or eat during this video, you might as well go get it now. I'ma wait. Oh, you got it. Okay, let's get into this video. I'm gonna give a little backstory. You feel me? Let's see. I had a boyfriend before I even met him. You know, I had a boyfriend. We were about dating for a little minute, like half of my 8th grade year. You know. And we were cool, but we broke up like I think in August. So we're gonna just give that little bad story of this little nigga who should not even be in this story. But yeah, we broke up, and I thought, you know, since this nigga broke my heart, we gonna show how I can move on quick. Like, we can replace a nigga in 2.5 seconds. So I was, you know, like, you broke my heart. And let me tell you this. I cried for one night. No, not 2, not 3, not a week, not a month. I cried over this nigga for one night. You know, I was sad. I was a little, you know, in my feelings. I was, oh, so this nigga wanna break my heart type shit. So the next day, I'm like, you know, this nigga broke my heart. It's whatever. I don't even care about that nigga no more. So, this is where old boy wants to slide into my, you know, this is when cake was popping, you know. He kicked me. He was like, he kicked me right in my soul. You know, he put that in me. And he was just like, hey, what's the deal? Do you remember me? And I'm like, who are you? And he was like, you seriously don't remember me? And then he sent me pictures, and I was just like, I really don't remember you. And then he started talking. I was just like, oh my god, that's you, blah blah blah. And I was just getting all happy and shit, because like, I don't really talk to really many people that I used to go to school with in like elementary, because like, we all like went our separate ways. We all just went, people went this way and I went this way. Like, I was just like, we not going in the same direction. Like, yeah. So, he texted me and he was just explaining who he was, and I found out who he was, and I was all geeked. I was just like, hey. And I was all happy because I was just like, oh, cause that's what's up. So we were talking, and we were getting to know each other, and I was just like, you know what? I don't know what this nigga sound like. So I called him up, and first I had to ask for that nigga number. Duh. So I asked for his number or whatever, and I was just like, you know, we should talk on phone, cause you know, cause I don't like know what you sound like. So, and I called him, and I was like, hello. Well, my squeaky ass voice. I was like, hello, and he was like, hello. I was like, bro, hello. I'm trying to talk to blah blah blah, and he was like, this is blah blah blah. I was just like, his voice was just mad deep, and I was just like, ooh, I was just like, ooh, this shit. And he was just like, I hope. We were just talking. We were just talking about some good old times, and he was just talking about how he liked me for a while. He just didn't know how to tell me because he was shy back then. I mean, I was a little shy back then too, but I had to act like a boss bitch. You feel me? I couldn't just be like. I had to be a boss bitch with it. So it wasn't like, oh, okay, well, this and that. So we were just talking, and I was just like mad surprised and all happy and shit. It felt good, you feel me? Cause I was still a little hurt about what happened about a week ago, and I was still hurt and shit. So we get done at the phone, and we're still talking and texting and stuff. Like, yeah, like we were friends. So I don't know how we made it official, like how we were like, oh, I want to go out with you, blah blah, I like you, so we should blah blah. I don't know how, when, and where we made that official. I don't know when I said, oh, you should be mine. I don't know where that even came about, but I know we was together around August 25th, 2015. Yeah, that's a long ass time ago. If you think about that shit, 2015, my baby. Ooh, that's about the longest time. But yeah, we were together back then. So okay, so in September, I come back from my trip because while me and him was talking, I was in Arizona with my family. Like, I was chilling. I wasn't really about like, let's be together type thing. I really want to get to know you, but when I come back to Michigan, we can link or whatever. So I come back. I think it was like a week or two before I come after. I said before, after I come back to Michigan, I was like, I called him up and I was just like, hey, you got any plans? Like, you want to link or whatever? He was like, I want to link. Like, I've been trying to link with you basically the whole summer or whatever. I was just like, sorry, I've been busy, blah, blah, blah. And then he was just like, well, I'm going to talk to my pops and blah, blah, I'm going to see if I can slide. So he slides probably the next day or on a Friday or some shit. And I'm like, okay, so I gotta get ready. But let's just say this. I didn't know how to do my makeup. My lipstick used to be just all smeared and shit. I didn't know how to do all that little face makeup. I didn't know how to do my eyebrows. My eyebrows used to be bushy as fuck. Like, that shit would have no arch. My eyebrows would be like, and it would just look ugly. Like, I was just basically looking like a bum. But I know what I was wearing when I this day. Like, I was wearing a navy blue top. It was a crop top and a navy blue skirt. Bro, I thought I was looking like a bad bitch, but when I look back in my head, like, bro, I looked ugly as fuck. But anyway, he calls me. He was like, bro, I'm here. And I was just like, huh. And before, like, he comes in, I talked to my mom. Well, I was just like, I think I'm ready, blah, blah, blah. I think I'm ready to do this. But I was still in my head, like, I don't know, I might just dip out of this, like, But, and she was just like, well, this is your virginity. You should really think about this. Like, is he, like, the guy that you want to lose it to, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, well, I'm curious, my dude. Like, I really want to know, blah, blah, blah. And remind you, I was 14, my dude. 14 fucking years old. Like, why? Like, why? And I was just like, I'm gonna do it. So I let him in. Bro, this nigga was tall as hell. I was only like 5'2", 5'1" at this point. I'm looking up at this nigga like, whoa. Like, what? And I was just like thinking in my head, like, I don't even know about this. Like, I think I changed my mind. Like, and he was just like, hey, I was just like, hey, I was scared. I was nervous. I was on some type of different level type shit. I was scared out of my mind. You feel me? And he was like, so let's go to your room. I was just like, bet. Because the living room, I didn't really feel that. Like, I wasn't really, no. So we went to my room, and we sat at the end of my bed, and he saw my book bag, and he was just like, let me see it. And he went in it, and he was like, he was taking everything out. He was like, why you got chips? Why you got this? Like, why you got all this paper, like, all balled up paper? Like, why you got all this trash in your bag? I was just like, bro, school don't even start in, like, a few days. I can clean this bitch out soon. So, he cleans my bag out. He puts it in the trash. And then he's like, where's your stuff that's supposed to go in here? I was just like, damn, nigga, like, you already worried. Like, you already telling me what to do. Like, damn. And he was just like, okay, well, blah, blah, blah. So, he grabs all my stuff and put it in my bag. And, sorry, I have races, my cheek kind of hurts. But, he was like, come on, like, let's watch a movie or some shit. Because I already had my TV on and shit like that. So, it wasn't, like, a big deal. And he was like, he was leaning like this to the wall. And he was just like, bro, come here, like, come lay right here. And I'm like, I already know what's finna fucking happen. And his next words were, let's just watch on Netflix and watch a scary movie. I was just like, I already know what's finna happen. Gigi, you about to do it. You about to do the deed. Like, you about to get it in. And so I scoot back. I'm like, this. I'm like, that ass like this. And he was just like, no, I want you to sit like this. Like, my ass was on his, like, I was sitting like this. I was just like, I was low-key feeling warm. And I was just like, it's getting hot in here. And so I'm like, okay, what movie do you want to watch or whatever? He was like, I want to watch that one. My dude, we didn't even watch the movie. Let's keep it honestly. We didn't even watch it. We didn't even look at the movie. I mean, I pushed play and that was it. So we just chilling. He was just kissing on my neck and shit. And then he started moving down, putting his hand right here. And then he was just like, this. I was like, and then when he was like, I was like, and he was just like doing this. I was just like, bro, oh my god. And then I was like, and then I looked down and I'm like, I look at him and I was like, bro, you just got to come all over my fucking sheets. Like, what am I about to do now? And then, and then he was like, is you ready? I was like, my body feel wet as hell, but that don't mean I'm ready for that dick though. That's what I was feeling like. I was just like, no, I ain't. And then he was like, okay, let me do it. Let me like put it in. I'll put it in slow. And I was just like, okay. So I strip, like I take off all my bottoms and stuff. Like, I don't take off my shirt because I was just like, no. So I was just like, so we do missionary first. And I'm like this, like, just imagine me laying down on my back and I'm just like this. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, this is me taking my breath and I'm like, and he puts it in and I'm like, no, that, nope, He was like, bro, that was just a tip though, come on, like, let's mind you, like, he was wearing a rubber, he wasn't going around, and he was like, come on, let's do it, and he put it in the second time, and I was just like, like, I was just sliding away, like, nigga, move. And then the third time, I was just like, bro, let's just do some other position. Like, so then we move on to doggy. So I was like, you know what? Let's like a bad bitch, you know? Let's hit that arse like a bad bitch. And I hit that arse like a bad bitch. And then he was like, you know what? You just wasted my time. And he was like, boom. He put that thing all the way in me, bro. That's when my arch went flop. Like, my dude, why you do me like that? That man made me so sad, like, bruh. And when he did that, bro, I swear to God, I grabbed for the other end of my bed, and I was like, whoom! I was like, nah, and I don't know. Basically, we was trying it, and I think at the end, and that's when his dad called me, bro. Called him, and he was just like, I'm outside. I was like, fuck. That was when it was starting to get good. And I just put my robe on and stuff, and I walked him outside, and I was just like, I don't know if this is just me, but when I lost my virginity and I was like done for the first time, I felt like it was still inside me. Like, it wasn't like a painful feeling, it was like a good feeling. Like, I could feel him still inside me. Like, that shit was on some type of other level shit. Like, I don't know. But that only happened like the first few times I started having sex. Like, and I could still feel the print. Like, and like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I still could feel it in me. Like, yeah. But shit was crazy. I mean, I'll be honest, I ran a lot of times during the time he was taking my virginity. It wasn't like, oh, let's do this. Like, I'm ready. Like, I'm hop on this dick. Like, I'm gonna ride this dick. Like, it wasn't nothing like that. I was honestly like, I'm gonna run from this dick and I'm gonna jog from this dick. It was all like that. It wasn't, I'm a bad bitch on this dick. No, I was running. I wasn't taking my time for running either. I was gone. But yeah, that's the story time of how I lost my virginity. It was nothing special. It wasn't candlelights. It wasn't roses on the floor. It was nothing like that. I wish it was, honestly, but it wasn't, because I was a curious person and I wanted to see how it was. But to this day, I'm still cool with him. Like, we cool. Like, we just cool as people. I mean, he is my first love. Like, I care about that nigga to death. Like, if that nigga died, I low-key think I would lose, like, a part of myself. Like, we have our disagreements. We fight almost all the time. Only probably because, I don't know, me, probably. But yeah, that's the story time about how I lost my virginity. I hope you like this video. I hope you comment on this video. I hope you tell your friends about me and tell them to subscribe to me. Bro, I hope by at least December I can have at least 300 subs. I want by summer, if I could have like 1K by summer, that would be lit. Like, I would be happy as shit. But I hope you tell your friends about me. Tell them to subscribe to me. Tell your family to subscribe to me. Tell your dog to subscribe to me. Bro, just tell them to subscribe. But it's GGTV. Keep it litty with a goodie. Bye.
Oh, then we do it again. Got him watching my drip. Guess I'm sitting in the train. That pay, that chicken, I'm gone. Don't post what I do, cause these niggas be gone. See, these diamonds, they hitting these BBS. I got a championship.